Monday, February 8th, News Blast. Heavily armed man was arrested in Vegas area airport. Mary Wilson, founder of the Supremes, dead at 76. 4 Seattle area men indicted for seeking to sexually assault children following FBI sting operation. China arrests high-profile Australian journalist on spy charges. Biden appears to be expanding the U.S. occupation of Syria. 28 garment workers killed in flooded factory in Morocco. House committee asked Parler if Trump was offered ownership stake. Paul Manafort will not face charges in New York after being pardoned by former President Trump in a related federal case due to double jeopardy laws. Department of Justice has dropped a 2018 lawsuit against California for its implementation of net neutrality rules. SpaceX is set to test the Starship SN-10 prototype. Twitter app blocks over 800 New York Times journals in fight against disinformation. Mysterious monolith pops up near Turkish World Heritage Site. Representative Ronald White, Republican, Texas, has died at age 67. Charles Schwab, Robinhood, and E-Trade suffer widespread outages, again. Israeli Prime Minister pleads not guilty as corruption trial resumes. Tesla buys $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. Bitcoin surges to all-time new high. South Dakota Republicans have introduced a bill that would allow them to nullify Biden's executive orders at state level. Himalayan glacier bursts in India's north, flooding power plant and homes in Uttarakhand. Trump has still not popped up on social media. James 4:1. No, really, what is in the top left drawer of your dresser? Tuesday, February 9th, News Blast. High-powered explosives have gone missing from nation's largest Marine Corps base. Twitter has suspended Representative Devin Nunes' account. Then Twitter reinstated it, but without the blue checkmark. First gold bond in 87 years circumvents Federal Reserve. Senate votes to proceed with second impeachment trial of President Donald Trump. 6 Republicans voted with the Democrats to move forward with the trial. Mitt Romney, Bill Cassidy, Ben Sasse, Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, and Pat Toomey. The petition to recall Governor Gavin Newsom currently has 1.4 million signatures of the 1.5 million needed by March 17th to force a recall election. Super Bowl viewership fumbles to 15-year low. Minnesota shooting at health clinic leaves multiple people injured. Biden CIA pick found to have close ties to China. Man charged in Capitol riot worked for FBI. Facebook sued for losing control of users' data. Navy missile seen fired off the coast of Florida. Military explosive device found in southeast New Mexico. Mark Cuban confirms Mavericks are no longer playing national anthem at home games. Daily coffee may help lower heart failure risk, study suggests. Turkey unveils space program including 2023 moon mission. Trump still has not popped up on social media. Acts 7:9-10. What is in your coffee mug? Wednesday, February 10th, News Blast. Significant number of prominent GOP members plotting creation of new political party. Biden imposes sanctions on Myanmar coup leaders as protest crackdown violence grows. Twitter would uphold its ban on Donald Trump even if he were elected president again. Larry Flynt, Hustler magazine founder, dies at 78. CDC updates coronavirus face mask guidance, endorses double masking. Day 2 of the impeachment trial. TikTok sale pushed by Trump is shelved. U.S. Army begins equipping first unit with hypersonic capability. Bitcoin consumes more electricity than Argentina. California Governor Newsom's press conference interrupted by recall chants. Hawley, Scott introduced bill to withhold taxpayer money to WHO until reforms made. Gina Carano fired from The Mandalorian after social media post. Connecticut police identify person of interest in Yale murder mystery as MIT researcher. French government seeks law to set age for sexual consent at 15. Dangerous wind chills, freezing temperatures, winter storms to hit U.S. Delta flight out of Pittsburgh goes off the runway. Passengers evacuate. Outdated computer system exploited in Florida water treatment plant hack. Rioters try breaking down the doors of Portland Police Association. 2 Louisiana sanitation workers lead police to rescue missing girl. World's first 3D printed ribeye steak created in Israel. Trump has still not popped up on social media. 1 John 5:14. Have you ever tracked anything in the woods? Thursday, February 11th, News Blast. Democrats caught using fake evidence at impeachment trial. Made up phone calls and Photoshop tweets. U.S. Marshals, ICE, re-evaluate operations on sex offenders after Biden's deportation freeze. Great Reset, Putin says? Not so fast. House panel advances stimulus, approves $1,400 payments, personal tax credits, loans for insolvent pensions. OAN airs Trump's tribute video set to Rudyard Kipling's poem. British Columbia records highest number of illicit drug overdose deaths ever in 2020. Australian Football Club president resigns after racism report backlash. Myanmar's military-controlled government has remitted 23,314 Myanmar prisoners and 55 foreign prisoners. Georgia Election Board refers 35 voter fraud cases for prosecution. 70% of Republicans would consider joining Trump-led party. Instagram bans Robert F. Kennedy Jr. over COVID-19 vaccine claims. Hit Squad Hillary calls GOP lawmakers voting to acquit Trump co-conspirators. Breaking. Judge rejects prosecutor's motion to rearrest Kyle Rittenhouse, raise bail. Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock under investigation for voter registration misconduct. Twitter has locked both James O'Keefe and Project Veritas out of their accounts. Significant number of prominent GOP members plotting creation of new political party. At least 6 dead, dozens injured in a 130-car pileup on icy Texas interstate. China bans BBC News broadcast. Trump still has not popped up on any other social media. John 14:1. Have you ever been to a hockey game? Friday, February 12th, News Blast. Court documents show FBI can intercept encrypted messages from Signal app. Trump defense will call impeachment witnesses if Democrats do, attorney says. Lincoln Project co-founder Steve Schmidt resigns. Richard Grenell is considering running for governor of California. The CEO of Melvin Capital, Robinhood, Citadel, and Reddit will testify to the U.S. House Financial Services Committee on February 18th regarding the recent scandals surrounding stocks, such as GameStop. Marjorie Greene co-sponsors bill to prevent illegal aliens from voting in federal elections. S&P 500 and NASDAQ closed at record highs. U.S. Attorney for Utah John Huber will be resigning. Law firm Kirkland & Ellis, on behalf of Maria Bartiromo, Lou Dobbs, and Janine Pirro, file a motion to request the dismissal of the $2.7 billion Smartmatic liable lawsuit. Amazon sues New York Attorney General over regulations of pandemic protocols. Major winter storm threat for millions of Americans within the next 5 days. Hit Squad Hillary says some shit. Olympic swimmer Kelty Keller indicted on additional charges in Capitol riot. Trump's impeachment defense team rests its case. Cuba loses phone, internet connection for about 90 minutes. Cuomo aide tells New York Democrats administration hid nursing home data to keep it from Trump DOJ. White House Deputy Press Secretary suspended after allegations of verbally harassing a reporter. White House declines to say whether Israel is an important ally. Postmaster General's new plan could include slower mail and postage hike. Chinese TV's Lunar New Year Gala featured black-faced performers. Trump has still not popped up on social media. Genesis 1:1-4. What was the last thing you chopped on your cutting board? Weekend of February 13th, 14th, News Blast. Trump acquitted of incitement in impeachment and issues a statement. Archaeologist unearth ancient beer factory in Abydos. Michigan County GOP censures representative mayor over vote to impeach. Woman with loaded gun arrested near the White House. Manhunt for gunman after shooting inside Pennsylvania Walmart. Minneapolis to spend $6.4 million to hire more police officers after residents experience longer response times and an increase in violent crimes following the defunding of their police department. Biden calls on Congress to restrict gun ownership. Internet shuts down across the entire country of Myanmar during large anti-coup protest. Utah governor signs bill allowing concealed carry of weapons without a permit. Georgia's state election board has referred 35 cases of election law violations to prosecutors. I married my brother Omar, named vice chair of House Foreign Affairs Subcommittee. Hollywood casting director Lynn Stallmaster dies. Trump impeachment lawyer Michael Van der Ven home vandalized. Suspect arrested in New York City subway stabbing that killed 2, injured 2 others. Winter storm strikes across the Deep South. Violent BLM protest in New York City leaves 2 NYPD cops injured, 11 arrested. Recall Newsom campaign reaches enough signatures to potentially trigger special election. Trump still has not popped up on any other social media. John 16:33. Did you have a Valentine?